I like it from this respect. When you're talking about bringing in a free agent like this, the best transactions are the ones where a player has scheme familiarity or coach familiarity, and he also has some people on that roster, namely DeJuan Landry, that he's played with before. So a guy like this, really, it's a seamless transition to move into a situation like this, be able to hit the ground running, and be able to bring a certain level of football intelligence to the game that really they're lacking back there at the safety position. Yes, his skill level has declined. He's not the same player. We all know that.
Right.
But safety is very much so a cerebral position that you can make up for a lot of skill deficiencies with your mind, and that's something he'll pass on to some of the young players, and quite frankly, they haven't really been turning the ball over. They only have 5 interceptions, which is down near the bottom of the league, and hopefully that's something that he can contribute.
Yeah, the other thing about this, when you get an older veteran player like that into a system, and he knows it, as you mentioned, the great thing is you don't have to count on him to give you 60, 65, 70 plays a game. You can limit the number of snaps he plays. He can play in nickel situations, in dime situations, and he can bring that football intelligence, that football acumen to the rest of that secondary, and he can really help them out in that regard. So to me, it's the best of both worlds. We can keep you fresh. We can keep you at a position that you know, somewhat you're very familiar with. You can pass your knowledge on to the rest of the guys. But we're not going to ask you to come down and run support. We're not going to ask you to do the things that physically you can't do anymore at 35 with a hip injury coming off of that from the offseason. So to me, that's the best fit you can have, a guy that comes in as a package guy, and he can certainly do that for you.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking this is a little bit of dig to Bill Belichick, because Belichick and the Patriots would have loved to have Ed Reed. That's just me thinking. Turning the knife. I don't know. That's just me.
Right. No, I think he has more value than just digging at another coach. I think he brings real football intelligence and football playing ability into that Jets organization. I think he's a nice asset for them.